Thank you.
Bravo, maestro.
I wanted to know that I asked for this screening, and I wanted to be here. One of the many reasons is I'm lazy. I'm tired of explaining to people that this is not horror, it's a gothic romance. And I thought, why don't we screen it for people that know the fucking difference? and this movie that you're gonna see is an incredibly romantic anomaly. Right after finishing Pan's Labyrinth 8 years ago, or 9 years ago, god damn it. I wrote this with Matthew Robbins as a response to a lifetime of fascination. Since I was a kid, the first movie I saw was Wuthering Heights with Laurence Olivier at age 4, next to my mother in a little revival cinema in Mexico. And one of the first books I read in a library of classics for the youth was Jane Eyre. And along with Frankenstein, these two books ignited my passion for Gothic. And I felt that Gothic, for those that didn't know, when you mentioned it, a lot of people imagined a shirtless Fabio rescuing a girl from a burning mansion. And I said, fuck Fabio. The spirit of Gothic is innately and intensely feminine. And I wanted to write a movie that was, at the same time, a carefully constructed Gothic, and one that also went against the mores of the Gothic in the later years. It was very difficult, and that's why it took 9 years. I wanted it to be female-centric, R-rated, period, on a genre that hasn't been done at this scale in about 50 years. But I remembered Robert Stevenson's Jane Eyre. I remember Hitchcock's Rebecca. I remember the beautiful production of Dragonwyck with Vincent Price. And I wanted to reproduce this sort of banquet, this feast for the senses. The movie you're gonna see was done and designed over a long, long period. Everything you're gonna see was built, constructed with enormous passion. I didn't want digital sets, I wanted the real sets. Every single costume, and I know you are gonna love that, every single costume was done with painstaking attention to detail. And of all the groups that are gonna see the movie, you will be able to appreciate the narrative strands in the beauty. This is not eye candy, it's eye protein. It has nutritious content, it tells you the story, it helps you tell you who the characters are, and it's done with an iota of irony. It's not postmodern, it's done with the most earnest love possible. There's a couple of laughs that are there that I like, and I'm sure you're gonna like. And I wanted to update this with a little bit more violence, a little bit more sex, and a shitload of love. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope if you love the movie as much as we love making it, you take upon yourselves to have a little bit of an evangelical mission, and you add to the world and tell them about it. Because this is a movie that needs every piece of love you can give it. Thank you very much, and enjoy the movie. Thank you.